Well, good morning, everyone. We have Allison Franz, Andrew Charney online, Brenna Davis, Chet Krauser, Christina Dewar, Alicia Buckholz, Katie Fairbanks, Kyle Leonards, MCAT, Melissa Fisher. And in the room, we have Commissioners Bureau, Slotnick Strohmeyer, Matt Latzenheiser, Randy Arnold, Sarah Bell, Nathan Coyen, I thought so, and Biddy Palish, myself, Cheryl Hartman, Bradley Seaman, and Chris Lounsbury.
Thank you. Is there any public comment on items not on the agenda? Number 4, the consent agenda has been postponed. Any questions on the other 7 or anything that needs to be discussed or pulled out separately?
That we approve the consent agenda.
Matt Latzenheiser came all the way down here in person.
I'll second.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay.
Is that the reason you were here for your contract? If you're asking somebody to employ for another 3 years, you should at least show up at the meeting. So thank you. We'll be able to do your business now, but thank you so much.
Can we say we should be saying thanks?
Absolutely.
Your service.
Where are our manners? Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, no, it's a big
Absolutely.
deal. You could work just about anywhere, and that you choose to work here means a lot. Thank
It's a
you.
good place to work. We're happy to be here for another
You're
3
part of
years
that.
and hopefully a few more beyond that. So
Yay, well,
Yes.
we're thinking it's shared sentiment.
Thank you.
thank you guys. Should have. Okay.
Talk to you soon. Okay, see ya.
You're welcome to stay for the rest
It's
of,
gonna be
Just got a
good.
meeting
It's gonna be
planes
good.
this afternoon.
Oh.
so-
Oh, that's
well,
kind of cool.
travel safely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Nathan, sorry.
Well, good morning, everyone. So the item that I'm bringing probably could have been on the consent agenda as well, but we wanted to bring.
It's great to see you.
We're excited about it. We wanted to come and see you in person, and we want to be able to share it with you here at the table, and rather than just saying, hey, could you sign this and moving on with it. So I'll say that what I'm presenting to you here is a contract for a software and a training package that will allow the elections office to begin programming our own ballots. The cost of this is already covered in the budget for fiscal year 26, so it should actually come in at a little bit of a savings. We're estimating about 10,000. I'm not going to go deep into financials right now, but we would say that this should actually save money in the end. So currently ES&S is the only vendor that's certified by the Montana Secretary of State's office. And currently to set up an election, we have to enter information into their portal. Then we wait for them to send back proof that we then have to run through. And if there are any corrections that need to be made on that proof, we have to send it back to them. And we're basically beholden to their time schedule. Sometimes that results in less than ideal timeframes for us. And we're also in direct competition with other counties across the state while we await this approval and these multiple rounds of drafts that we have to go through. So many, many years ago, when I heard that we had the option to potentially program our own ballots, I was excited about it. I offered to be the guinea pig for that to our administrator at the time, but we didn't quite have the capacity in the office. And now in the office, we do have that capacity. So I'm excited to present this to you because this will allow us to increase internal controls over our elections processes, because of our familiarity with districts and candidates and all of the components that go into setting up the election.
So I just wanted to ask a
Yeah,
question.
go for it.
I think from your description, I understand, but I want to make sure I understand. When you say program your own ballots, what is that? What does that literally, physically?
So it means that we would actually be able to internally design the layout of our ballot. So we wouldn't have to be sending the data that goes into the makeup of the ballot, the candidates, the districts, and all of the, basically, depending upon where you live in the county, is you probably know, you end up voting on issues based on your residential address. So that means in the last election, for example, there were 17 different ballot styles based on which districts a person lives in the county. So to program that and to lay that out, we have to send that information in, wait for a proof to come back. Now we would just be entering the information in, programming it, and this would allow me to immediately see if there was a discrepancy or error, and it would increase our proofreading times. It would also increase our capacity for testing. We should be able to get the tabulator set up quicker and begin our testing to have our
Right.
programming set for the testing a little bit earlier.
You would decrease your proofreading times.
Yes,
Yeah,
and particularly the turnaround.
Yeah.
for sure. So
Between-
you don't have to send something, wait for it to come back.
Right.
What other
That
counties
is going to
do
be
this?
huge. So that's a great question. Ravalli County is the one county that I know of that does the.
Valley did it before
Well,
us.
we can't get beat by Ravalli. This is very
Well,
scratched in the state.
so the nice thing about this is that
Doesn't matter what it costs.
Gina is a great resource for us as well, and we should be going through the training on this. I mean, assuming that you sign off on this for us, we will be able to start training on this over the summer. And also, I expect that I will have a question from time to time to ask Ravalli County, so that's a
Call chill time.
say, hello, I need help.
So the software just, or no, you said we didn't have the humans in the election center to do this work.
We just didn't quite have the capacity for it. We just needed to have a little bit more assistance. Now we have more full-time staff. Well, I should say one more.
Okay.
But we're back at full capacity. For a while, we had a vacancy in our election specialists or the clerks. And now we have a second deputy in Sarah Bell. So the capacity is definitely here for us to do this. And as I said at the very beginning, it'll save us a little bit of money because there's a cost involved in each round of proofing that comes back from them.
yeah.
And also it'll increase the time that I can identify mistakes right away and fix them immediately. That should drastically reduce some of the proofing times. We will still have to go through the entire process of proofing them because you want to make sure you don't miss anything on there, obviously.
Especially with 17 plus ballot styles.
Well, and in a federal election, it could be hundreds. So yes, you don't want to make any mistakes.
And I just want to echo, Nathan really looked at this years ago. It takes a lot of work to program them in, to update, to run this program, to set up everything and pull it back. And at this point in time, us doing this will pull out, I think it was 394 proofs from the last primary election for other counties in the state. So by us doing this, we're innovating in this tight sphere of election law, and we're also helping every other county get their proofs faster. So Gallatin County no longer competes with us.
Yeah, we're reducing congestion.
Exactly. And so this is a really cool area. This is something that we've grown our office into, and this is kind of bringing it all to fruition.
Great. Why move we get this done?
Second.
Any further discussion or public comment? Are you guys super excited about this?
I am very excited.
That's great. That's
Yes.
fantastic. Well, off you go.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Thanks for all three coming down. Yeah.
We were very excited about this.
Oh, okay, Randy.
Yeah, good morning, commissioners.
Oh, it's both of you. Yeah, you have, the next two are yours.
Yeah, I think I'll take them separately because they are a little bit different. Invite Ryan up to the table. Yeah.
Hey.
How are you?
I didn't even see you come in.
Yes.
Okay.
Shifty.
Okay.
So this next item has been, the colloquial term for it is the River Ambassador Program, but it is the Missoula Valley River Recreation Ambassador Project. We are now going into our 5th season of the River Ambassador Program. And this MOA that I'm bringing to you is an agreement between Missoula County, the City of Missoula, Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks, ASUM Transportation, and the Missoula Conservation District. And this MOA commits all of these different entities to a 3-year timeframe to actually put in place this ambassador program. The ASUM Transportation signing onto this agreement is new, and they're bringing the river shuttle and their expertise around managing the river shuttle portion, and as well as the Conservation District, who is a new partner to this, which we're hoping will infuse a more natural resource related and specific dialogue and outreach and education among all of the other river ambassador outreach that team does throughout the year. And I do have Brian Chaffin from the Clark Fork Coalition here, and he'll be also able to speak to our next item, but happy to answer any questions if you have anything for the MOA.
Oh, man, I just want to say great work. It's so fantastic that we got ASUM and Conservation District to sign on and bring their expertise in their areas of concern. And great work, Randy. Every year this gets stronger, the coalition gets bigger, the program gets more established. Great to have you and CFC continue to be part of it. Thanks. We're thrilled. No, it's fantastic. Checks so many boxes.
Motion. Yeah,
Yeah, I would move that we approve the MOA.
any further discussion on public comment? All in favor? Aye.
Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you.
It was a big feat to get from this, doing this every year to getting
A 3-year.
the 3-year foundation. It's just going to be really helpful to grow the
I mean,
program.
this is just the arc of organizations and projects.
Yep.
What's
We are
the
on schedule. Yeah, you may have heard me say this before, but I found this with both perennials and organizational projects. The first 3 years, it goes sleep, creep, leap. The first year you do something, it just kind of sleeps. The second year it moves a little bit. And then the third year, if you're on track, you make a big jump. And
Then you die.
It's a wheel of, I'm sorry, suffering.
I think I actually saw, and I know you were part of this, I think year one we leapt.
It was big. Year one was.
And now we've been creeping for a couple of years, like, okay, let's keep the wheels on the bus.
We dove in. I remember having a conversation with Morgan Valiant on the corner of and Higgins. What, you want 10 grand for what? What again? And to go from that to where we are now is amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, great. Yeah, awesome.
So this second item is a professional services agreement. So we're requesting the board approve a professional services agreement with the Clark Fork Coalition for hiring, supervising, providing the managerial oversight of the river ambassador positions for the 2025 summer river recreation season. So some specifics there. This is the mechanism by which the county serves in a role of being the collector of the resources from those different parties we described, and then having that sole agreement with the Clark Fork Coalition, who delivers the actual hiring and oversight of the river ambassadors themselves, which is a wonderful partnership, and their nonprofit NGO status allows them to be much more nimble in bringing those staff on and flexible year to year. You'll notice that we made a decision to sign a 1-year professional services agreement, even though the MOA is for 3 years, because it just gives us some flexibility to approach the financing and the structure of that relationship year to year. And we think that's actually going to give us allow us to be just a little more nimble.
Super great.
How many folks are hiring?
We're going to do 4. We've already hired a coordinator. So new for this year, we've hired someone of just a little bit more accomplished as far as resume and their integration with, they worked for San Francisco Parks and Rec Department. They've also done a bunch of youth education stuff. And her name's Tammy McDaniel. She's going to serve as the coordinator for 3 seasonal river ambassadors that will be a little younger generally. And that's more of kind of your seasonal job.
4 on a shift or just 4?
So 4 total, coordinator and 3 seasonals, and then they'll go out in pairs of 2 during the season. So they'll be in different places in pairs of 2. But Tammy comes on earlier, helps with the hiring, stays a little later, helps with the reporting.
Lily's still involved?
Yeah, Lily's still involved. She's the CFC permanent supervisor for the program. But we are going to free up Lily to do a little bit more work with downtown businesses and getting the community more engaged on a professional and long-term basis.
It feels like right for sponsorship.
Yes, 100%.
We haven't even gone there yet.
Exactly. And so that's freeing up a little bit of Lily's time with somebody who can run the team during the summer is going to make it's just going to make partnerships stronger. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, and I think the vision for the collective group is that this model of having a coordinator, we talked about the potential, and we're not quite ready to grab that next rung in the ladder that we have that permanent staff. But having that seasonal coordinator gives us a chance to represent that model. But future years, we're hoping to grow this River Ambassador program so we have some continuity in that coordinator from year to year that increases partnership and collaboration and sponsorship and all of those things, and starts to bring some administrative support for the ambassador program.
For an example of a potential expansion under that model, that person could be more tied into a volunteer program and utilize a similar model at the trail volunteers that the county and the city kind of work together on. We could do that for river trail volunteers or water trail volunteers. But having someone in place that has the time and flexibility and the experience to organize those things would be really helpful.
Yeah, we currently have, we're doing all this work with a whole bunch of people who have full-time jobs who allocate a portion of their jobs to this. And eventually when the program gets big enough, you need somebody whose job it is to see that. Well, then you get a much better product.
Part of that growth arc.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Well, the last handful of years, I get to go meet them and say hello and say thanks for the county, and I get to do that again. It's like it's great to see.
Thanks for doing that. They appreciate seeing that support too. And
Make them feel like they're part of
Yeah.
the project.
yeah, agreed.
So, yeah, I would move, do this agreement. CSC.
Second.
Any further discussion or public comment? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Thank you.
Thanks for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Get to this point. Endless meetings and emails.
I'll keep plugging forward on that.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, commissioners. Have a great day.
You too. Hope it keeps raining.
Use that.
Oh my God.
Add it up.
Lots of things to sign. Oh, no, letter.
Community decay. Let's see this
Thank
letter.
you.
So this is the letter, commissioners, that you asked to send up to the CLA Community Council related to the,
4 bullets,
yeah, I'd say related to the.
not casings, sorry, 4
Letters.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have to take a quick look. Read already.
I have read, I thought the latest draft.
Coming through electronically or?
We're gonna sign after. There's a couple of things we want to sign too, so.
Go ahead and read it out loud.
I'll do that. Thanks. We appreciate the opportunity to provide you with an update on our ongoing efforts to address concerns raised around public safety and community decay. Based on our recent visits, as well as updates from Missoula Public Health and the Sheriff's Office, we believe we are making meaningful progress. The form letters you shared, along with the meeting Commissioner Strohmeyer attended, provided valuable insight into the issues impacting Sealy Lake. Since that March meeting, Commissioner Vero also attended your April meeting to continue listening and learning directly from residents. The Sheriff's Office is actively participating in meetings with the subcommittee formed to address public safety concerns. Based on their updates, residents working to establish a neighborhood watch program have received helpful guidance on when to call 911, along with a clear understanding of what actions deputies can and cannot take based on the complaints they receive. Relatedly, staff in MPH's Health Promotion Division are available to make a presentation on substance abuse prevention. If you would like to schedule this for one of your meetings, please feel free to reach out to Health Officer Gina Miller at blah, blah, blah. Similarly, Missoula Public Health is engaging with the subcommittee focused on addressing community decay. Environmental Health Managers Charlie Shane and Elena Evans attended the April meeting, during which Charlie toured some of the properties of concern before both managers met with the group. A plan was developed to identify the top 3 priority properties, and the health department will provide specific updates on those sites at an upcoming meeting. Additionally, Planning, Development, and Sustainability Director Karen Hughes attended the Community Decay meeting to explore how land use planning might offer tools to help address the residents' concerns. I want to assure you that we hear your concerns and staff remain committed to actively engaging with the Community Council in these subcommittees. That said, we also want to be transparent. Some of the issues raised involve private property rights, which means solutions may be limited to what property owners themselves are willing to permit or participate in. We sincerely appreciate your ongoing efforts, and we look forward to continuing our work together to support the residents of Sealy Lake.
It's a work of art.
Well, yes,
Whoever wrote it,
great job.
which is great. Yeah,
And great
Yeah.
dedicated staff,
yeah, that's what it's going to take.
like breadth of staff, like the half a dozen different departments.
Yeah. Okay, let's sign.
Nice job. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Allison does a great job.
Middle line, top line.
Yes, Juanita, sign. That's Strohmeyer, sorry.
Yeah, thanks to you guys for spending time with that.
Sorry, that's yours.
No, it's fine. Thank you.
They actually already did the next one, which was the grant letter of
Oh,
support
yes.
for
Hence the all caps
And it-
signed.
And it's actually, I don't know if it matters, it's cogeneration, not congeneration.
Oh,
That's
That is-
on the agenda.
good eye.
Yeah.
Stumbled into it.
Letter went quite a while ago. It's,
Yeah.
well, not quite a while ago. Last week.
What do you want?
Good luck with the grant.
I have it.
Does it say cogen on that?
Sure it does.
Can't read. Yes, okay. Oh, my glasses are on my head. I didn't know where they were. Okay. It was really hot in that room.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, the heat had been left on in the hot Pilates last night. So it was like incredibly hot. And then I got stuck in the hot box and it was like 115 degrees.
Do not get stuck in the hot box.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh,
Do we have anything else?
oh, sorry. Does anyone have anything else?
I have one more letter that wasn't
Oh.
on the agenda. This is from, it's from Chet.
What is
So it's
this?
a
Oh, this
last
is,
minute
this is to,
Holland.
Anthony Patella.
Yep, he's gonna
Oh, hey, Chet.
hop on and.
Sorry.
Hey, you guys, thanks for getting this one on. I had kind of mixed up my deadline dates for the submission of this letter. This is a comment letter for the initial public process for the most recent proposal for the Holland Lake Lodge. So the last time we had submitted some comments was 2 years ago, almost to the date. It was back in May of 23. So this has been one that's similar in terms of the scope and some of the comments that we have. As you go through the letter, you'll see that there's some initial comments just about things we've heard from constituents, care and kind of passion for the place, as well as some of the continued engagement needs and kind of the high level of public involvement that both has existed previously and will probably continue to exist for all of those reasons. I have pointed out a few things like the wastewater treatment, and then some continued process steps that will most likely be coming in the future around operations management plans for a potential new owner, as well as anything that might occur in the future related to the site itself. So we just have recognized those, asked for continued involvement, and also just recognized the level of public engagement and interest, and suggested to the Forest Service that as they move forward with public proposals, that maybe it would be worth considering time beyond what is typically required for that public engagement piece. And then at the end, just thanking the Forest Service for both their work with the public on this, as well as other topics up in the Condon area, like the Condon Work Center, and looking forward to working with them moving forward.
Thank you, Chet. Do you, anything you want to add?
I think Chet did a great job of threading a needle here. Just not excited.
I have no trouble sticking to these guys.
I feel like we're making headway with the Condon Work Center, and I don't want to stick it to them because my feeling is they're sensitive and people as well. I see a larger goal.
I think this is pretty vanilla. I mean,
Do we need to add anything, or how do you guys feel about it? Did anything that you wanted to add to the letter, or is this letter good? Okay. Thank you for threading, Chet.
Yeah, thanks, Chet.
You bet. And I think there will be plenty of additional opportunities. I mean, I think this is one of just a first kind of getting on the record. So if we need to be a little more specific or even pointed in future correspondence or to kind of review of proposals, I think that's absolutely on the table.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl. Oh, is that it?
Thank you.
Okay, now we're done. Have a great day, everyone.
bye.